let's go audition for a Broadway show. Today I'm auditioning for Hadestown on Broadway. I'm going to the dance call. I've actually been to the dance call once before. It was right before the pandemic. And then after that, Regional Theater is doing a production of Rent, and I'm going to go to the singer call because I have a new pop rock song I want to try. I worked on it in my voice lesson, and I was like, you know what? I'm already going to be in New York. There's a singer call happening. I should go try it out in front of actual casting people. So we're going to bang out 2 auditions today, possibly a dance class. I've been feeling slightly run down, and I'm getting new headshots taken this week. So I'm going to listen to my body and my congestion, which I clearly am a little bit, and see if I want to stay or take a dance class. So we'll kind of see how it goes. Broadway shows are required to have calls every 6 months, regardless if they are looking for people or not. So sometimes you go to these calls and they'll tell you like, oh, we're not really looking right now, but we'll just keep your headshot and resume for anything in the future. Or they'll tell you like, oh yeah, like we are looking right now. Or what happens most of the time is they just don't say anything, so you don't know. But it's always important to go because you just never know who's watching or who's working on one project but also working on another project, and you might not be right for another one you're going in for, but you could be right for something else. And then the production of Rent is a regional contract, but it is still an equity contract. So for both calls, I was able to sign up a week in advance online because I am in the union. How the timeline is going to work today is that Hadestown is at 10 o'clock. Rent has 2 singer calls, one at also 10 o'clock, and then an afternoon call at 2 o'clock. So what I'm hoping is that I dance for Hadestown right away, which I should, because when I signed up, I think I was number like 17 or something. And then I can go ahead and sing right away at Rent and just be in the morning group and not have to come back for the afternoon. And I have to double check, but I believe they're in the same building too. So I can just go like dance call, singer call, go home. Any kind of call, whether it is for Broadway, regional, like Rent will be, you have to get there 30 minutes before. So I have to get there at 9:30 for Hadestown today because it starts at 10. I'm at Hadestown. They will start calling the list of people who already signed up online, which is me, ahead of time at 9:30. And I will hear my name and they will give me a number corresponding to where I signed up online. But not everybody shows up. So let's just say I'm number 15. I could be as early as number 15, or I can be even earlier depending on how many people do or do not sign up for the call. It's a Broadway call, so it'll be a little bit more crowded, but you just never know. And then for Rent, the same thing will happen because the call starts at 10. At 9:30, they will start calling the list of names and I will miss my name. How that'll work is that because I am still a member of the union, as long as they do not close the call, I can go sign up anytime. The reason they might close the call is because it gets too busy. They won't be able to see everybody before their lunch break, before they start back up in the afternoon. But we're hoping they don't close the call right away. That way, right after Hadestown, I can go in and they will give me a number that is closer to the end, but it'll just kind of depend on how many people are there. I could be like having to wait an hour. I could have to wait like 10 minutes. It just really kind of depends. Gotta refresh these curls. They're a little bit crazy when I sleep on them. I'm very excited to try my new pop rock song for Rent. I think it's gonna be super fun. It's Spiderwebs by No Doubt. Such a good song. At first I said to my voice teacher, I was like, oh, what about like Don't Speak? And she was like, I like that, but what about Spiderwebs? And I fell in love with it. I learned it. I had to do it for a self-tape, so I had so much fun. I dressed in this like cute little 90s tank, which you'll see later on because I'm wearing it again for this audition, but it's just such a fun, cool song, and I'm like, damn, the 90s, they were really something else. Honestly, for sleeping very little and feeling a little congested and slightly run down, I've looked worse. So we're gonna take this as a win, go eat some breakfast, and get myself to New York. I want to make sure that I am warmed up-ish, so I'm going to do some vocal exercises. So I'm trying to decide if I want to take congestion medicine, but I'm worried that it's going to dry me out too much, so I think I'm just going to let it ride. My current hyperfixation meal is eggs and toast, but then also hot sauce. This is actually from Kurt and I's wedding. This was our party favor, and it's so good. It's a real hot sauce. We just put it in these bottles and put stickers on them, but it's delicious, and with eggs, extra good. Okay, that's not too bad. So my commute, since I live in South Jersey, consists of about a 40-minute drive to the train station, and then the train itself is like slightly over an hour. I think me feeling run down has been a long time coming, but I'll tell you what I think was the catalyst. On Monday, I found out that I got an audition self-tape callback from somewhere I went in person, and that was due Thursday morning. Tuesday, I had an in-person audition. That same Tuesday, I found out that I had to go to New York the next day for an appointment for a musical. So I had that on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I went to New York for that appointment. I ended up getting cut, unfortunately. And then that same Wednesday, after I went to New York for that audition appointment, I had to do my self-tape, which I submitted Wednesday night. So it was a chaotic 72 hours, and I think just the high of that and then just kind of like the come down kind of made my body be like, oh, we've needed this break for like a minute, and you were like a little bit busy this week. So now you're just gonna be like a little bit extra run down, but all good stuff. So happy about it. Now we're off to the train station, and we are hoping the drive is smooth, seamless. It's not raining, it's definitely misting and a little bit muggy out. So hopefully people are not driving dumb, because that tends to happen when it's raining. But it's gonna be good. We're gonna get there in no time, and then I can do my makeup in my car. It's gonna be great. Okay, so we have made it to the train station. And you know when you have a little bit of congestion and you get that tickle that like kind of hits the back of your nose and then it makes your eyes water? That's what's happening to me. So I don't have time to do my makeup in the car. I have like 10 minutes, but I had to park in the stupid parking garage instead of the daily commuters lot, which is like right in front of the station. For whatever reason, it's not open today. I don't know why. So now we are walking to the audition space, and it looks like the auditions are actually in 2 different locations, but they are right next door to each other.
Broadway production. If you're not familiar with how this ECC's work, I have a list of names in front of me. These are folks who have signed up on our portal this morning, so you can see. So I'm going to read these list of names out loud at the moment. I'm going to read these things one time each.
So I got my number. I'm number 3, which is exciting, so I'll definitely be in the first group. Don't know how long it's going to be yet, but I'm hoping it's maybe like 30, 40 minutes. That way I can just run next door.
Gym shoe, tennis shoe, flats, no heels. 20 dances per group and 45 minutes per group.
Only 20 per group is not typical. It's usually like 30 or 40, so less per group would probably take, it's like 45 minutes, but I feel like it's way faster than that because there's less people to go through. Found a little nook in this corner. Just got done. It was so much fun. The energy in that room, 1,000 out of 10. So good. Now we are going right next door to hopefully go right into audition number 2 and then sing, and then I will head home. If not, I'll have to wait until 2 o'clock to sing. So manifesting that I get to go right now. Let's manifest that I get to sing right away. Yeah! The list is not closed, so I can sing now. Okay, I did it. While I was singing, I could feel my voice was like a little tired and dry, but I think I recovered pretty well. And it's always weird singing a song for the first time for casting in general. So for the first time, I think it went very well. And that means I can only improve from here. So proud of how it went. I've decided I'm not gonna take dance class. I think I wanna just go home and relax and kind of rest. I'm exhausted. Those 2 auditions really took it out of me. I think mentally I just was like tired and drained, and you know, doing something new for the first time is exciting but a little nerve-wracking, and I can definitely feel that slightly in my voice. But regardless, proud. I did it. As I'm walking past the first audition space I see people who were in the second group leaving, so they must have just got done. And like we never left, we are going back to Penn Station and going home. And I'm gonna sit on my couch and reflect on today and kind of, you know, think about what I can improve and what went well, and just kind of let it go into the universe, because even sometimes when you have an audition that you don't feel like was necessarily your best, you never know what they saw in you. We're gonna play a game and see if I can guess the track that my train's gonna be on. I think it's gonna be on track 2. We're just gonna see how that goes. I was ready. It was track 2. Let's go. Okay, but I'm guessing the track, right? That's a good omen. What's going on here? What are you guys doing? Okay. Bye. Well, finally made it home. I can feel my body kind of shutting down because I'm home now and I sound more congested. I feel like because I know I'm about to go sit on my couch with a nice box of tissues and just relax. Quick debrief for Hadestown this morning. They brought us into the room 20 at a time and they wanted us to wear sneakers, no heels. We were in there for about 45 minutes. This person who ran the audition was so amazing and had such a just wonderful spirit. It was just such a good vibe overall, and the choreography we were doing was not super intense. It was just a really awesome call. After we were done learning it, we did 4 at a time, and something interesting they did was they actually filmed all of us, which they normally don't do that for Broadway calls. So it seemed like they were actually looking for people, because they then said, casting person was like, oh, keep a lookout, just because some of you we might want to see some more from, so I'll reach out to you asking you to put some singing on tape or something. So that's great, because a lot of the times for Broadway calls, you know they're not going to contact you, or if they do, it's really far down the line. She said that that should be within a week or something. So hopefully I hear something from that. That'd be really cool. Hello, this is editor Elise popping in to just tell you that I did indeed get a callback to submit a self-tape, and I had to sing 2 songs, do a vocal range test, and learn some choreography. I submitted that a couple days ago. It's always cool to get a callback, and especially cool to get one for a Broadway show, so manifesting it works out. I went right to the singer call, and it definitely wasn't my best work. As you can tell by listening to me speak, didn't exactly translate amazing into singing. I am also very dry. For going in there and singing a song I've never sang in front of casting people before, I think it went pretty well. I definitely have things I need to work on, and a lot of it's mental for me too. Got a little bit in my head during the end of it, which is pretty typical for me. I need to just like let it go and focus on enjoying the song and just like using my technique that I know I have. But overall, it was a wonderful day. I'm glad I went. It was really, really fun. I also am glad that I didn't stay and take a dance class. I think that might have been like a little bit too much for me today. And as always, if you have any questions about Broadway auditions in general that aren't Broadway too, or just anything that you want to know about me, I guess, let me know. And even though my lack of sleep and my rundownness is catching up to me, I am still just so happy that today happened. I'm super fulfilled. So I will see you on the next one.